Attila.
Balást és Attilát. Nem tudtam tegnap Zsának, hogy neve tűzvirágot jelent, és a nagymamája pedig sárgán volt, amit nem szeret hangsúlyozni, de biztos, hogy van benne valami különleges tűz. Életre hívta ezt a Magyar Kazak Etnosport Egyesületet, amit nagyon nagy lendülettel csinál, és már egészen szép sikereket koronázák az útjukat. Úgyhogy kíváncsiak várjuk, hogy milyen játékokkal kápráztak akár munkáknak. És angolul lesz az előadás. The lecture will be in English, sorry.
Néha beleszóltam magyarul, azt meg hallottam, hogy jó, vagy fordítva.
Alright, so welcome everyone. Thank you for coming, and first of all I would like to thank Judith Kisfaludi for the organizer for being here, so it's an honor to present this in front of you all. Let me again introduce myself. My name is Balázs Göntér, and I came with my association, and on behalf of the association we are going to give a presentation about our association, our adventures in the past, in the present and the future. Let me introduce my colleagues, partners as well. First of all, Zsáner Gülfenyvesi, but also Attila Vas is here, and there you can see László Visnyei as well, who is also the member and the establisher of the association. Alright, so let's see what we are going to talk about today. First of all, we would like to give you an overview where we met. It's a really funny and interesting story. It's kind of like a miraculous thing, so like you can't know what will happen in the future with you when you do something. And then how this whole meeting and friendships evolved to participating into the first World Nomad Games last year. Then we would like to tell you more about our present and our association, what we do, what we are up for, what we've been doing this year, and all the etnosports and board games that we promote and we would like to make more widespread in Hungary. And finally, the future, what we wish for, what we plan, and what are our goals. Here you can see some pictures, and I would like to start with the first one. It's a Hungarian folk instrument, cithara, and this is where all of our story begins, around this folk instrument, Hungarian folk instrument, because this is how Zsáner met with my girlfriend actually, who is a folk musician. Because back in the days, like 2 years ago, Zsáner was just playing on the cithara by herself. She just started to learn it and put a video out to the internet, and that was a point where my girlfriend noticed this, and she's so enthusiastic about folkloric music and also mostly cithara, and like she texted Zsáner, oh hello, wow, this is so great, I would like to teach you. It would be great to show some things for a Kazakh lady to play on this Hungarian instrument. So that's where they got together. They eventually met, and that's how I got to know Zsáner, and then we started to talk more. She invited us for Nauruz event, for example, that we heard from yesterday's presentation, one of the really great celebrations of Kazakhstan. And also we started to talk about Hungarian and Kazakh culture, similarities, and eventually we started to play Toguszkumalak, Mondalal, that's a Turkish game, but still like all these Turkish things, and Asik, and got into this culture things. And then we met in IKEA because we didn't have nowhere to go, so we organized our meetings in IKEA, and we talked about things, and then eventually went to Margaret Island and played some things, and László and Attila joined us as well in some kind of events like Hungarian national events and things like that.
Just to add something, so I was not connected to these guys at that time, but I met Zsáner at different festivals, one especially I'm telling the people from Kazakhstan that Hungary is surrounded by themselves, this is what we call it. So up in the north there is a Hungarian place, it's full inhabited with Hungarians, and there was a festival, and each year we are going there, and there was a cooking meeting, let's call it like this. So everybody was cooking something typical for their area. So because Zsáner comes from something from Kazakhstan, I was born in another country, Romania, Transylvania. It's also part of what was part of Hungary for centuries. And I cook something there. So we get very close to each other, we get friendly. And there was a Japanese lady as well, and from Turkey. So we gathered together, we cooked, and we make a very good friendship. And that's how we arrived here, that after they know each other, then I will mention that there is a nomad games. What if we go there to participate? And I say, what is nomad games? Nobody knows here. So we started to check, and we enjoy a lot. So we discovered immediately some routes. I also like the archery and horseback, whatever, and I was very interested. So that's how it started. And then Janak mentioned that there is a chance maybe that we can go out to participate, but we have to learn one game. And it is ASIC, the well-known game from Kazakhstan. And I passed the game, so this is how we can picture the rest of the team.
Yeah, the rest is history, as they say. So the Nomad Games, I must have heard about it yesterday for sure, and in other times as well. What I would really like to play this intro video, which is excellent.
A vast expanse of rolling steps and towering mountains. The nomadic spirit inspires us towards boundless freedom. We're a people with ancient wisdom and resilient hearts. Now, as we reflect on our heritage, we broaden our horizons to transform aspirations into reality. United by shared dreams and ambitions, we forge our bright future together. The 5th World Nomad Games 2024, Astana, Kazakhstan.
Yes. So we didn't know anything about this whole event. We didn't even know about Kazakhstan, but we eventually made it there. We arrived in the airport, and then there was a really great welcoming. It's really war-heartedly. People were playing music on dombra and other instruments and ensembles. And we met other people from all the world countries.
79 countries were there, with more than 2,500 people sportive. And we just mentioned that we were together 6 people, right?
Yes.
3 girls and 3 boys.
Yes.
And because this was the minimum, but we hardly could find 6 people to go out. So we made our small team and we go there to see what can we do. And miracle happened, yeah.
Exactly. And then like time passed, and we were invited, of course, the opening ceremony, and this was like the really moment. You will see, like I think 2 videos or maybe 1 that we recorded when we thought, okay, this has to be something bigger than just this one. So.
So this is the opening ceremony in the Astana Stadium, you know guys, it's a very big stadium, 45,000 people inside. So the ceremony was excellent, one of my lifetime.
We were first like passing through the big stage, and like we saw Hungary there, and then sat down into to the audience together and watched the whole ceremony. It was crazy, mind blowing. Like it was really something. Yeah, you see, we wore traditional folkloric clothes. It was really nice, special events and occasions. And yes, so this is where we thought, okay, this we have to do something with this in the future. So that was really a turning point for ourselves. And then the games began. So I'm going to like play this while.
Yeah, we didn't know that all the televisions around they are broadcasting us live. So it's pretty scary to see yourself on the screen.
So this is why we started to play against other teams, of course, like the first team. This was already that we made to the semi-finals actually. Here we are.
This is the bronze medal game, right?
This was the game for the bronze medal, so the third place. Because we somehow made it there. We beat other teams, except Kazakhstan. We couldn't beat Kazakhstan. But yeah, so you haven't heard of this game yet before, this is like a snapshot of how it is, but we are going to explain more about it now. We have to throw balls, basically, and hit these out of the circle. It's requires a lot of stamina and accuracy, so it's not easy at all.
She's our coach. Yeah, funny thing was when we play here, the Kazakhstanian people were with Hungary if we play against anyone. So it was so good that nobody was wanting there, and the Kazakhstanian was
cheering for us. Like that.
So by chance we lose this game. But we play it pretty well.
Right.
Olyan játék, 6 méter ilyen karika.
Yeah, so this was the bronze match as I mentioned, and this was like incredible. So at the end we just came to the fourth place out of like 11 or 12 teams or something like that. 12 teams. We became the best European team actually. So it was insane. It was unbelievable, and yeah. But don't forget about the girls as well, because they also formed a team and they also participated. So there's a girl version of this game. It's called Best Asik, and then Jana with two other girls like Timi, who I mentioned before, and Marti, who is also like a part of the member of the association. They form a team and they also play. It requires also accuracy and like concentration and. Yeah, so we are going to talk about this as well. They also managed to beat some teams, and it was really enjoyable for them as well. So, yes. But apart from that, we had some cultural experiences and performances. So our association, as you will hear in the upcoming slides, we also care not just about ethnosports and board games, but also about culture, mainly musical perspectives. So Timi gave a lot of concerts there, in yurts as well, and in the stadium also. It was very cheerful. No.
I have to mention here that thanks to Janergő, we also were invited to several evenings in restaurants or birthday celebration, and we take the opportunity to sing in Hungarian and in Kazakh there as well. And even in the restaurant, everybody was applauding. So it's very nice that the cithara is a Hungarian folk instrument, and you play a Kazakh song with that. It's like playing Janergő here with this dombra, the talassis, the Hungarian folk. So it's very strange, but it's very heartwarming at the same time.
Még szeretném mondani, ezt a Timia most egyetlen egy magyar lány, Kazakh elnök, Kassam-Zsombor Tokály elnökről kapott Sapagat-díjat. Mert Nomad világjátékon én szerveztem a koncertet, hogy Timia szereplőn, és akkor ő szereplőn, és mindenki tapsolt, és utána Timiről egy cikk írtak újságírók. És ezt a újságírót majd elnökség olvasták, és Timinek küldte Sapagat-díjat. És most kapott Timi augusztus 10-en, és ez nagyon nekünk csapat részén nagy öröm volt, mert itt Magyarországon Sapagat-díjat senki nem kapott, se professzorok, se idegesek, se valami. Timinek szerencséje volt, hogy ilyen nagy elnöktől kapott. Én nagyon Timinek örültem, hogy elnöktől kapott Sapagat-díjat. Köszönöm szépen. Én egyetlen magyar lány.
Yes, she just said, like, I'm going to translate quick that Timi, who plays the cithara for our association, she is the only person who got a Sapagat award in Hungary so far, because she performed so much in Kazakhstan, and then there was like multiple articles published in different Kazakh media, and then the president just gave her this award for the cultural like reach building and yeah.
So we are proud of Timi.
Yes. So after we came back home from the Magyar Games, which is extreme cultural shock in a really great way, we thought, okay, we are going to establish an association. So here we are the Hungarian-Kazakh Etnosport Association, Etnosport and Cultural Association. But yes, let's talk about what do we do, what's our mission, what we are aiming to do in the future, and things like that. So we really like to first of all widespread these games to Hungarian people, because we actually love these games and we see a lot of potential in this, like sport-wise, concentration-wise, stamina-wise. Also, it's like a social event as well, because teams form like at least three people can form a team or play against each other. It's like a really great, cheerful outdoors event. So it can be played, of course, inside of schools, like PE classes or something like that, but also outside in different fields. So yeah, so we like to. Not just this, but board games as well. You can actually see there a lot of board games as well. So we would like to take the intellectual part as well, and yeah, we see potential in this one. We would like to represent the Hungarian and Kazakh culture all around the world. So that's why we plan to. Or we already actually got in touch with other associations who deal with such etnosports or ethno games and strengthen this reach. Bring back forgotten folk games. So we also have, as you will see, we also have a couple of Hungarian folk games from the past, which are really similar, which has kind of the same roots, and we are researching this. We will check written kind of chronicles about this. We would like to bring this back as well, because it's got forgotten, but it's really worth a shot. And then last but not least, introduce this to high schools and bring it back, because in Kazakhstan we saw that from the early age people play these games. So, or like at least it was kind of in the past, but I think in the present as well. And yeah, this is something that.
Let me just interject something.
Yes.
So I've already contacted 2 or 3 directors from school, and so I was really surprised that I didn't know about that in Hungary you are allowed to use 7
PE classes.
Okay, in 7 PE classes you are allowed to teach old sports which were done in previous in Hungary, and everybody is using a sports called Meta. You are going to see, maybe you know that, or I don't know if it's in the presentation. And they were surprised to find out that there are more except for Meta. And when I explained that there is a female version and the male version, boy and girls, and they can play it inside in the school, even if you need one desk maybe for the girls, they were really enthusiastic. And we are going to start in January in my town when I'm leaving. 2 of the directors they are going to put in the school lessons, like you are going to get a notes if you are good in that, and this is very good for us because we are going to spread. We are going to give some gifts for them, and our goal is later you will see we plan to go each time to these nomad games, and we don't want to play anymore. We are too old for that, but we need good Hungarian team to beat the 4th place what we reached. So we are planning to use these persons to do it better than us.
Yeah. We will have some closing thoughts at the end about the future, but let's focus still on our past and present. So we participated in many get-togethers events, such as it was both national and international. So you see, like there are, as I mentioned, some more board games and mind games. So Togus Kumalak is one of them. It's also a Kazakh really interesting game. We participated in a championship in the Czech Republic in Pardubice 2 or 3 times actually. I mean, January was there 2 or 3 times already. But apart from that, we had an exhibition in the Travel Palace, Budapest exhibition. So we gave a presentation there about Kazakhstan, Hungary. Nowruz celebrations we organized. There was a 5th youth meeting and healing days in Koron. Commemoration of the 180th birthday of Babai Kuran Bayuli. It was a get together with the association members and some people from the embassy. Betyár meeting, like Betyárs is the it's
Cowboys.
It's like the Cowboys of Hungary. So and there are some people still who maintain, cultivate this heritage, and then we met with them. And like recently, Jean participated in the Mind Summit in Turkey, which was also organized around the mind games, logical games like the Togus Kumala, but others were there, like mainly Turkish folk games, Mangala, for example, and Avalon, Otello, things like that. So, yes, you will see that we have a website. We will see at the last slide. You can check out. We try to maintain a blog about this with pictures, so you can read more about these events there. So let's talk about what we do. We already touched the etnosports and board games. What we care about, but let's talk a little bit more what we actually focus on right now. Yeah, Attila will showcase some of these. So first of all, yes, Asikatu, that's the boy or man version of this bone throwing game. Of course, Besasik is the woman version. Ordo is a really interesting one that we just got to. Yeah, it's just.
This is the Asikatu. This is the man version. You throw the bone. Throw this bone. It's a bone. It's not plastic, but it's bone.
Yeah.
You have the bone version because the Kazakhstan, Tajik, and all these people are playing with real bones. It's very interesting. You can touch them and use them as well.
The Besasik is played in that.
The Besasik is the same, but it's very small one. And you have to throw. I cannot do it, but you have to throw in there.
Zsana, okay.
Ez Bészászok, Bikázás ugyanolyan játék. A szabálya is ugyanolyan, csak neve magyarul Bikázásnak hívott, kazahol Bészászoknak hívnak.
Bikázás is the Hungarian version. It's like
Bikázás játékot 1930-60 évesig játszottak, utána új generáció nem tudja.
So the old generation played
Sajnos
this
csak
game.
2 bizonyítékom van, arról mesélte és levideóztam, és a Lipinka oldalán is megtaláltam Bikázás játékot. Annyira örültem, hogy valaki írta Bikázásról, és ez a Bikázásról több infót én most is keresem. Sajnos még nem találtam 8 ember, ha 8 ember találtam volna, akkor ilyen biztosan itt vannak bizonyíték, szeretném mondani, csak 2 bizonyítékem van. Szóval szeretném bemutatni, a Bikázás játék nem csak játék, a gyerekeknek szemkoordináció és szemizomot erősíti egy játék. Régen nagymamánk, nagyapánk szemövök nélkül tudtak nemezeket viselni.
Yes. So this is like.
Jó, szóval ilyen fordított, így csak bemutatom akkor.
She was telling that there is a game called Bikázás in Hungary, and we found out 2 or 3 guys who still know how to play it, but it's almost completely disappeared in Hungarian folklore. But it's exactly the same rules, and they are playing in Hungary in some places. So it's very strange that we find out. Unfortunately, even on the net we found a couple of articles, and that's all. And this is our main goal. We are going to introduce this in the system again.
Ez ilyen 12 lépése van.
Yes, you can see the
12
video as well.
lépés van ennek játéknak.
12 stages of
És
the game.
mindig Törökország, Kazaksztán, Kirgisztán, Uzbekisztán, Mongólia van ebben játékban verseny, és mi itt Magyarországon szeretnénk Bikázás játékot is programra tenni, és most voltam Mind Summit Türkiye'ben, én bemutattam a magyar Bikázás játékot, és nekik is tetszik, hogy olyan közös történelmek vannak, ezt a játékot is mi történelmünk, szóval mi szeretnénk Magyarországon a Bikázás, golyózás ötkő játékot visszanepszerűsíteni. A óvodától iskoláig. Ezért építettem Magyar-Kazak Etnosport Kulturális Egyesületet, mert ez mi múltunk. Ha a múltunkat mi nem osztottuk, a jövő gyerekünknek kiosztatná. Szóval mi fogunk harcolni, bemutatni több helyen. Valamikor én tudom, hogy Bikázás játékról sok magyarok tud játszani és érdeklődni.
Yeah,
Köszönöm
she's
szépen!
really enthusiastic about like finding two elderly people who maintain this so-called Kazakh game, which is the similar one to the Vesosy, and then we would like to reveal the past heritages of this game and bring it back to the nowadays lives and to people's knowing, so to say. And yeah, that's the aim. That's why she also established the association with us. So yeah.
Just an interesting fact. So this is the Korean version, everybody knows from Squid Games. So it's very popular now worldwide, also in Hungary. But in fact it is the Vesosy. 5 throw and they throw it in the same way. In South Korea they play it. So that's why we buy it, because we would like to use this opportunity that everybody knows about this game. They want to play, children are very, very interested to play Squid Games. So through the Squid Games we are going to teach them the Hungarian, the Kazakh games. And we buy it just to show you that yeah, everybody knows Squid Games, but nobody figured out that in fact this is a Kazakh maybe from it's a Central Asian game. So
Ordo, yes, we are just investigating this one as a Kyrgyz game. It's really similar. I would say it's not really similar, but similar to Asikatu. It's played with a cow, as far as I know, the cow ankle bone. The other ones, like Asikatu, is played with the sheep ankle bones, so that they are smaller. Obviously, the cow is like bigger one. It's a really, as far as I know, it's a really difficult game. But we would like to assemble a team for the Ordo as well. It consists of 8 people or at least 7 people in the team. Like you have to hit more than 50 bones out of a 12, I think 10 or 12 meter circle. So it's like a board game simulation actually. So that was built on top of that. It requires a lot of strategy and planning and all the people like coordinating together. So if we can gather like 7 or 8 people and train for that, we would like to go to the next year's November games, Kyrgyzstan to participate. And that's actually a
real one. You have to throw it away. It looks easy, but it's not. Believe me, you have to run a lot. You have to concentrate, and it's really energy consuming.
Yeah.
But we are going to make a team from Ordo as well in the near future.
Yeah, and Togus Kumalak and Mangala is a Turkish origin, has Turkish origins. It has different types as well. Ovara, for example. It's kind of an easy version of Togus Kumalak. Togus Kumalak is, I like to compare it with chess. I think the complexity is around chess or Go or something like that. I played it, I dived into this a little bit. I wrote some programs, like I'm a tech guy, so I really like to play around with this. It's really difficult because we met some grandmasters actually from Kazakhstan. It was really interesting. The lady taught us some movements in Togus Kumalak. It's really, you can check it out later. Yeah. And yeah, Bikazash, Utkü, it's like 5 stones, and Bikazash is like Hungarian versions of the Best Asik. And we also have one more, the Golyózás. So let's talk about this one.
So as I told you, in Hungary it's almost disappeared. We have a very famous book, The Boys from Pastry. There is, I don't know in which city in Budapest they made this assembly, and it's very famous. Everybody knows this. This is one of the favorite books of everyone. Everybody knows this, and everybody likes this book, but nobody knows how to play this. Golyózás means ball game. That's it. And we discover out that the roots is absolutely origin. So we are going to introduce. And when we go with this game to the Hungarian teachers, they are very, very excited to work with us. So because we cannot find people who are playing this one. You see, they use now glass spheres. In the past it was very, very expensive. So we read somewhere in the book that at that time if you won 1 or 2 of these, it was equivalent to a mobile phone today. So they were playing absolutely very serious to catch your opponent's balls, because you have only 1 or 2 color. And you have some pictures from the book as well. So we would like to reintroduce this one. There is a know how to play. In fact, we find out more because we are studying this one. And this is the Hungarian version, let's say, of it. And we are going to reintroduce. We would like to play people like they play in Kazakhstan, or the young people. That game, we would like everybody in Hungary to do the same with this one.
You can see some events about the one. And yeah, with that, we would like to talk a little bit about our future, our goals, which we partially mentioned already. what our plans for the future. So we really want to embed these games into the PE classes of high schools and elementary schools, as we mentioned. Host international championships and qualifications. It would be really great to gather like-minded people and play events and qualify so that we send the best, really the best team of Hungary for the next year's Nomad Games. And of course, the main goal for the association is to reach again, go out to 6 Nomad Games and delegate some Hungary teams.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to mention that Janák signed the cooperation between the Kazakhstan Association and Hungarian. So basically, if your team is going down to Kyrgyzstan next year to DASI, it has to go through us, and this is very good. That's because we have responsibility, and we have chances to do it right, sending out the right people, the best one. Because of course, we feel now that we are going to want to be competitive with these countries in Central Asia. Majority is because they were welcoming us very hard, very nice. So I cannot tell you how good we feel there being a Hungarian. So we would like to return something, and I think we think that one of the best ways to be very good in that sport what you play. So
yes, okay. With that, thank you very much for your attention. You can reach us via our website or via our email. Our website is still under construction, but we try to put as many blog posts and news about it. And we would like to also, our official association opening ceremony will be in 2 weeks' time. So if you are interested, just reach out to us, and we would like to invite you to this event as well, which is going to take place in Budapest. So, thank you once more for your questions. If you have any questions.